And welcome back to Game On. Well, everyone has pivotal moments in their life. What is amazing, though, is when you look back on your life and realize how God used that moment to shape your future. Perry Tuttle knows this better than most.
This is it. The national championship of college football is on the line tonight at the 1982 Orange Bowl.
Nebraska and Clemson met on a muggy night in Miami. The Clemson Tigers, a Cinderella story, unranked to begin the year, now just one win away from a perfect season and a national title. And a receiver for Clemson, a young man by the name of Perry Tuttle.
Wide receiver, he's an All-American, Perry Tuttle, number 22.
Since the 4th grade, I've always practiced. I've always thought that I was going to make the winning catch one day.
And that one day just happened to be in the national championship. The moment that would change Perry's life happened in the 3rd quarter, with Clemson leading by just 5.
Homer Jordan, who was our quarterback, number 3, during practice, he said, "Hey, Tut, if I ever," he always called me Tut, he said, "if I ever nod my head, just run to the corner of the end zone." Right? And I thought, that's just in practice, right? We can, it's not like that's a play. So he comes to the huddle and down 234, and he looks and he nods his head, and I thought to myself, well, surely he's not going to throw the ball. And I had to make a quick decision, and I ran to the corner of the end zone, and I caught the pass. I mean, it was just incredible.
One-on-one coverage is a very difficult assignment for any defensive back, particularly when it's Perry Tuttle.
That pass would be the turning point in the Tigers' 22-15 win, and it would land Tuttle on the cover of one of the most popular magazines in the world.
My life changed not only when we won the national championship, but a few days after that, I was on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
That started Tuttle on the fast track. Later that year in the NFL draft, he would be taken in the 1st round by the Buffalo Bills. After 2 years there, he would go on to play for both the Falcons and Buccaneers. But Perry discovered that life in the NFL didn't provide him with all the answers.
4 years into the NFL, I just kind of looked around and thought, is this all? Is this it? So that Wednesday night, I made a decision all by myself in my own home. The prayer didn't last but no more than 10 seconds, I don't think.
But it was 10 seconds that changed his life forever. After his playing career, Tuttle has become a speaker, an author, and the chaplain of the NBA's Charlotte Hornets. All doors that opened up in many ways because of that catch in the Orange Bowl.
What a platform that God has given me. That catch changed everything. And hopefully I've walked in such a way and lived in such a way that the catch is just an entree where it just opens up the door where I may share the good news.
While Perry has been sharing the good news in his personal life, the news hasn't been all good. A few years ago, he was diagnosed with an eye condition called macular degeneration. Doctors say that it will eventually lead to blindness.
I remember the day that Loretta and I sat in the doctor's office and I got the report. I mean, it really felt like someone punched me in the stomach, where when a doctor says, in 5 years you're going to be blind. I've heard a lot of testimonies. I've heard a lot of people say, I've never said, why me? And never questioned God. I'm the opposite, where I find myself, not every day and not every week, but I'm like, why? I found myself even 2 or 3 weeks ago afraid. And so I think about my kids and I think about Loretta, and I write a lot of things down just in case. My mind wanders whether I should learn Braille or, I'm just going through the process.
Perry has undergone more than 10 surgeries and has lost much of the vision in his left eye. The slow deterioration of his physical vision has also affected the way he sees his future.
Everything now becomes very strategic. The letters that I write my children. The thing that I wanted more than anything is, I want to see my son score the winning touchdown. I want to see my daughters walk down the aisle, and I want to be the one that can physically see them walk down the aisle with their future husband.
And so, amidst the anxiety, Perry prays, leaning on a God who can see it all and who has a plan that goes beyond our understanding.
On one hand, I really do believe that God will heal. On the other hand, there is this process in which I have to live that every day is beautiful. I really do believe that I'm going to see God around every corner. He's become more real to me. Christ has become not only my Savior, but He's Lord.
So instead of focusing on the daily frustration, he focuses on the finish. And just like in that Orange Bowl all those years ago, Perry Tuttle is ready to finish strong.
When Paul speaks of that I may fight the good fight and I may finish the race, I just don't want to limp over the finish line. Man, I want to break the tape. You know, I want to be smiling. I want to do something extraordinary.
Perry Tuttle, touchdown Clemson.
And what an extraordinary man and an extraordinary story. We hope the best for Perry Tuttle.